Overcoming suffering, how practice transforms pain into peace. Suffering is an unavoidable reality of human life. Loss, failure, illness, disappointment, and even the quiet ache of emptiness, these are experiences every person encounters. In Buddhism, the first noble truth recognizes this universal fact: life contains suffering. Yet, the teaching does not end with acknowledgement. It offers a path of practice to transform our relationship with pain, so suffering no longer controls us. Overcoming suffering does not mean avoiding challenges. It means cultivating the mental and emotional capacity to meet them with clarity and compassion. The Buddha taught that the root of suffering often lies in craving, aversion, and ignorance, clinging to what we want, rejecting what we dislike, and failing to see life's impermanent nature. Through practice, we loosen these patterns and open space for wisdom and peace. Mindfulness is one of the most practical tools for this transformation. When pain or distress arises, most people react automatically. Anger, fear, or despair take over. Mindfulness interrupts this chain. By calmly noting, "This is sadness," or "This is frustration," we create a moment of awareness before reacting. This is like switching on a light in a dark room. Once illuminated, the darkness has less power. Example: David, a young professional, lost his job unexpectedly. At first, he was overwhelmed. Sleepless nights, constant anxiety. A friend invited him to a mindfulness workshop. Each morning, David practiced sitting quietly, focusing on his breathing for 10 minutes. Gradually, the storm of thoughts settled. He realized losing his job was not the end, but an opportunity to redirect his career towards something more meaningful. Within months, he started his own small design business. The pain didn't disappear overnight, but practice gave him the inner strength to move forward. Another essential practice is compassion, both for oneself and for others. When we suffer, we tend to shrink into our own pain. But when we open our heart to understand that suffering is universal, we become less isolated. Acts of kindness, listening to a friend, helping a neighbor, volunteering, create a sense of connection that softens personal anguish. The Buddha's Eightfold Path serves as a comprehensive guide. Right view, right intention, right speech, right action, right livelihood, right effort, right mindfulness, and right concentration. These principles are not abstract ideals, but practical steps to cultivate a wholesome, balanced life. For instance, practicing right speech, speaking truthfully and kindly, reduces conflict, which in turn lessens mental suffering. Meditation on the breath is a simple yet powerful method. When anger or fear rises, pausing to take 3 deep, mindful breaths can interrupt reactivity. This small gap can prevent hurtful words or rash actions, saving relationships and preserving inner calm. Suffering itself can become a teacher. Like a lotus growing from the mud, our growth often emerges from life's challenges. With consistent practice, we stop seeing suffering as an enemy and start seeing it as an opportunity to deepen understanding and compassion. Overcoming suffering through practice does not guarantee a life without hardship. Storms will still come, but our roots will be stronger. The difference lies in how we respond. Instead of being swept away by pain, we learn to stand firm, breathe deeply, and navigate toward peace. In this way, suffering is no longer just something to endure. It becomes a doorway to transformation. Through mindfulness, compassion, and the steady application of the Eightfold Path, we discover an inner freedom that cannot be taken away by changing circumstances. That freedom is the true end of suffering. Suffering is an inevitable part of life, but it doesn't have to control us. Through mindfulness, compassion, and the Eightfold Path, we can transform pain into growth and peace.